Stop scrolling right now. Yes, I am speaking directly to you. Your heart is trembling because you feel a strange pull inside your chest. This is a divine interruption, arranged before the world was laid, and I have positioned this encounter to alter your reality before the enemy can steal your destiny. Take this message seriously because only you are seeing it right now. You were moving fast through the noise of the day. Your thumb was searching for something to distract your tired mind. But I have intercepted your path. I have stopped your finger because heaven has declared an emergency over your life. Listen with your whole heart, because what I am about to speak into your spirit is a holy lifeline sent directly to your room during this critical hour. My beloved child, you are not here by accident. The algorithm did not bring you to this sanctuary. My sovereign hand guided your eyes to these exact words. Look around you. The world is busy with its own chaotic demands, but I have isolated your soul from the loud crowd because I am giving you a completely new home tomorrow. You must open this now. Stop calling your emotional numbness peace. I do not want you to call silent endurance maturity. You convince yourself that a bruised heart is a fate you must carry forever, but my sovereign grace is entering your room right now to reverse that lie. And tonight, I am breaking this heavy silence because I love you too much to watch you bleed in secret. You have spent years pretending to be strong. You wear a heavy coat of self-sufficiency because people betrayed you. You smile for them during the day. You are gripping the steering wheel of your life until your knuckles turn white, and you wonder if anyone truly notices the heavy tears you wipe away in secret. I see your hidden pain. The delay in your life is officially over. I am calling you right now because something massive is set in motion. A major shift is unfolding in your path. The barrier between your familiar lack and your royal destiny is collapsing, and within the next 24 hours, an extraordinary event will completely transform your family lineage. But you must stay still for the next few moments to receive it. The enemy wants you to remain blind to your roadmap. He knows that this video contains the secret keys to your legal deliverance, and he trembles because he cannot block the financial breakthrough I have authored for you. If you turn your heart aside now and scroll away, you will miss the very blessing heaven has prepared to release over your household today. This message comes to your screen because the heavy boundary of your isolation has reached its absolute end. You have felt like a stranger in your own life. You have looked at your unpaid bills late at night when the house is completely quiet, and your chest felt so tight because you did not know how to survive tomorrow. I have counted every single tear you cried. You carry royal blood in your spiritual veins. You walk with the full backing of heaven behind every single step. You were not created to walk through this life with your head down because your true inheritance belongs to the courts of the King of Kings. But before your mother even knew you were growing, I placed an unshakable strength deep within your genetic code. You are my chosen container. A new home is waiting for you tomorrow. I am not talking about simple walls and a wooden roof. I am talking about a sacred sanctuary of complete protection where your fragile soul can finally breathe clean air without the constant fear of being blindsided by people. The old foundations are trembling right now because I am shifting your feet from sand to rock. Give me your absolute attention for these next few moments. This prophetic message is a love letter and a legal decree written specifically with your name on it, and it holds the exact codes for your restoration. If your spirit recognizes my voice, you must not pull away. I have positioned this encounter to alter your reality before the enemy can manifest another layer of heavy delay. You think you are fine because you survived the storm, but survival is not the inheritance I promised to my chosen children. You are the unique chain breaker of your entire family. Your ancestral bloodline has carried the heavy chains of poverty and bitter tears for 3 consecutive generations. But tonight, I am drawing a permanent line in the spiritual sand. Listen to the sound of my voice. Let the quiet rhythm of these words slow down your racing thoughts. The frantic noise of the modern world has deeply diluted your spiritual frequency, but I am pulling your soul back into the secret chamber where the pure anchors of peace belong. You do not have to perform for me because I already love your raw reality. Why are you the only one seeing this message right now? I have chosen you to be the unique gateway of blessing for your entire household. When I lift you up, your whole family will rise with you. Those who cast you out will soon sit and watch the table I prepare for you in plain sight, and they will finally understand that my favor was shielding your life all along. I see you when the midnight oil burns out. I watch your heavy breathing in the dark. The house is completely quiet. Everyone else is sleeping soundly. And while the rest of the world finds easy rest, you are lying wide awake at 3 a.m. staring blankly at the dark ceiling above your head. You feel so alone. Your mind is racing fast. The heavy anxiety returns without a clear reason. You try to calm your beating heart. You reach for your phone to check the numbers. The screen illuminates your tired eyes. You look at your empty bank account with a deep sigh, and a sharp pain hits your chest because your hard work is continuously leaking away like water through your fingers. You grip your blanket tightly. You swallow the bitter taste of fear. I know the exact weight you carry. Your physical body is deeply exhausted. The cells of your living temple are screaming for relief. You push through the daytime tasks with a forced smile. But every single evening when the sun goes down, the heavy exhaustion settles deep into your bones before you can even rest your weary head. You feel completely drained. Nobody asks how you are doing. They only see your useful strength. They rely on your constant sacrifice. You are the pillar for everyone around you. You carry their burdens without a single complaint. But when you walk into the bathroom and turn on the water, you allow the hot shower to wash away the burning tears that you hid from the world all day. You bleed in secret. You protect them from your pain. You ask me why this is happening. You wonder if you did something wrong. The confusion is clouding your vision. You have tithed and prayed with pure intentions. And yet it feels like the brass heaven is completely shut against your desperate cries while the wicked people around you are prospering without any visible struggle. The enemy whispers nasty lies. He tells you that I have forgotten. He wants you to believe you are abandoned. He feeds your mind with dark scenarios about your future. You see yourself losing everything you built. You fear the shame of public failure. But I am here tonight to shatter that demonic mirror because your current wilderness is not a permanent graveyard for your beautiful destiny. It is a hidden laboratory. I am observing your faith. Let us look at the raw truth together. You have worn the mask of forced maturity for too long. You tell everyone that you are completely fine. Your friends think you are highly successful. But I see the small cracks forming in your soul because you are carrying a load that was never meant for human shoulders to bear alone. You need my touch. You need my supernatural rest. Think about the times you were betrayed. You gave your pure loyalty to people who stabbed your back. You trusted them with your dreams. They took your resources and left you empty. And as you sat in your quiet car, weeping bitterly, you wondered if your kindness was actually a dangerous weakness in this cruel and selfish world. You locked your heart. You built a wall. You called that cold fortress wisdom. You thought the thick ice would protect your spirit, but the wall also blocked the fresh streams of my joy. You survived the external attacks by turning inward, but your inner sanctuary became a lonely prison where your royal identity was slowly suffocated by the heavy dust of regret. I am breaking that wall tonight. I want to address a very specific area tonight. You have been asking me a painful question for months. You cry out in the middle of the night. You ask why my voice became so silent during your worst panic attack. And while you felt the dark, suffocating air closing in on your chest, it seemed as though heaven was completely empty of my presence. Listen closely to me now. My silence was not an act of neglect. I did not turn my face away from your agony. I was standing right beside your bed, holding your trembling spirit. The enemy wanted to destroy your mind in that room, but my sovereign shield was actively deflecting the silent arrows of death before they could pierce your vulnerable heart. I kept your breath alive. You survived the assault. You are still here because I sustained you. The fact that your heart beats regularly is total proof. Your life did not collapse by random chance. The enemy tried his absolute best to wipe your name out completely, but he failed because my eternal decree over your destiny cannot be cancelled by the petty malice of hell. You are my chosen vessel, but you must understand the deep reality of this midnight cry. Why did my voice seem totally silent while you wept so bitterly? There is a magnificent secret behind the quietness of the Father. And as we move into the deeper chambers of this message, I will unlock the exact spiritual reasons why the heavy doors were temporarily locked against your natural understanding. Open your ears. Do not let the spirit of distraction pull you away right now. Your mind might want to wander back to your unpaid bills. The enemy is desperately trying to make you close this screen. He knows that the moment this loop closes, your heavy financial captivity will shatter into 1,000 pieces before the morning sun can even rise tomorrow. Stay focused on my words, because your deliverance is intimately tied to this quiet encounter. Let us take off the heavy mask of performance right now. You walk into your workplace with a bright smile. You greet your colleagues with fake energy. And when they ask how your week is going, you always say that you are doing perfectly fine because you do not want to burden them with your heavy problems, but your soul is screaming. You do the exact same thing at home. Your family looks at you as the strong pillar who never breaks. They bring you their troubles and their financial demands. And because you love them so deeply, you swallow your own anxiety and solve their issues while your own heart is quietly suffocating from the pressure. You are wearing a mask. You call this behavioral mask maturity. You tell yourself that silent endurance is the only way to survive. But I see the deep weariness inside your temple. I see the invisible fractures in your spirit. You carry the responsibilities of 10 people, but you have no one to lean on when your own knees begin to tremble under the massive weight. You have become an expert at pretending. You have trained your face to look peaceful while your mind is in chaos, and this forced strength is slowly eroding your spiritual breath without you even realizing it. I do not require you to be a flawless soldier who never bleeds. I want your raw reality because your weakness is where my power belongs. Stop calling your numbness peace. You have shut down your feelings because feeling the pain was too dangerous. You believed that if you stopped caring, the betrayal would not hurt anymore. But that cold wall of ice has also blocked the living water of my spirit from flowing into your dry heart. I want to melt that ice tonight. Your silent endurance is not a permanent fate. This difficult season is actually a strategic wilderness. You feel like you are wandering aimlessly in a barren desert where nothing grows. And as you look at your empty hands, you wonder if your life is just a series of painful delays. But my sovereign wisdom calls this a refinement. I am purifying your vessel in the dark. The gold must go through the hot furnace before it can shine with royal beauty. I allowed the earthly resources to dry up so you would stop relying on human strength. I stripped away your false shelters because I wanted to show you that I am your only true protection in this world. You think you are being punished. The enemy whispers that your wilderness is proof of my anger. He tells you that your prayers are ignored because you are not good enough. But that is a dirty lie from the deep pits of hell. I am not angry with you because I am actually using this dry place to root your life into my promises. I want to release a multi-generational harvest over your life. But first, I must prune the dead branches of your past. I had to disconnect you from people who only loved your usefulness because they were draining your OIL and taking your royal blessing to give you their heavy anxiety in return. I closed those toxic doors to preserve your light. The pruning hurts your human heart. It feels like a violent rejection from those you cherished. But my sovereign hand turned the locks on those doors because I knew they would betray you in the next season. I isolated your life to protect your calling. You are a precious jewel covered in temporary dust, and I am cleaning you now. Do not run back to what is familiar out of fear of empty hands. The sand of the desert is hot and painful, but it is also the sacred ground where I met Moses and Elijah before their greatest breakthroughs. Your wilderness is not your final resting place because it is the birth canal of your deep spiritual authority. You are growing strong. I want you to be honest with me tonight. Bring your messy pieces to my altar. You do not have to perform for me, and you do not have to look successful to a blind world that only values outward appearance. I know the exact depth of your weariness. Let your tears fall freely in my presence because those tears are a holy prayer. You are not a broken machine that needs repair. You are a royal child who needs rest. And as you sit quietly under my shadow, I am infusing your exhausted cells with fresh heavenly oil. The forced maturity mask is melting away right now because you do not have to carry the universe on your shoulders. I am the one who holds it all. Let us look past the temporary emptiness of your hands. The world says you are falling behind. Your peers seem to be moving faster while you are stuck in this silent transition. But my timing is perfect. I am building a foundation that can sustain the massive weight of the glory and wealth I am releasing into your life tomorrow. The wait has been long and exhausting. You have questioned my promise 1,000 times in your quiet car. But tonight, the atmosphere over your household is shifting. The refining process in the dark wilderness is reaching its final stage, and the hidden reasons behind my long silence are about to be revealed to your trembling heart. You look at the closed doors of your past with a deep sense of failure. You think you failed, you feel rejected. But those heavy locks were turned by my own protective hand, because I saw the wolves waiting on the other side of that threshold. You did not see the danger. I saw it clearly. Your gentle heart was too weak to walk away from people who were secretly plotting your downfall. They wanted your light. They hated your calling. They drained your resources. And every morning when you woke up, the heaviness was already sitting on your chest before you even opened your eyes. You tried to force those dead doors open. You felt a sharp pain. My spirit was actively fighting against your self-destruction to preserve your royal oil. Your life is not a scattered chain of accidental events. It has a plan. It has a purpose. Every single tremor of your current foundation is allowed not to destroy your soul, but to shift your tired feet from sand to solid rock. You must stop begging for crumbs. You are a king. I am rewriting your destiny. Let us talk about your financial freezer. You felt so humiliated. You could not pay your bills. But this dry season was actually a strategic security decree because your old vessel was heavily cracked from the bitter betrayals of your past. I had to freeze your money. I had to stop the flow. I was protecting your future. A broken bucket cannot hold water. You would go thirsty. I had to break your false shelters so you would finally allow me to build a brand new container. This painful delay is not my final denial. I am expanding your capacity. The heavy pressure is stretching your spiritual walls in the deep dark. True security does not lie in your frantic control. You feel weak. You feel small. But your weakness is the exact space where my sovereign power belongs, because I perform my greatest miracles when your human strength is completely gone. Stop looking at your stagnation with resentment. I am preparing your public elevation. Your enemies will watch your rise. They counted you dead. They laughed in secret. But they will soon have to sit and watch the beautiful table I prepare for you in plain sight while they struggle with their own empty hands. I am giving you a completely new home tomorrow. This is my solemn promise. You must believe. I am opening a new loop. It is a divine alignment. You must watch closely. There are 3 physical signs that I will place directly before your eyes within the next 48 hours to prove that my angels are already working in your physical realm. The first sign will appear as a sudden phone call. It will come tomorrow. An old friend will contact you. They will mention a resource. You will not ask. And they will offer the exact solution to your current financial problem because I have already planted your name in their deepest thoughts. The second sign will be a strange feeling of warm peace. It will wash over your chest. You will feel safe. The warmth will be physical. Your shoulders will relax. The tight chest will release. And you will know that my hand is physically touching your weary body because a sweet fragrance of clean air will suddenly fill your quiet room. The third sign will be a specific number on your screens. It will keep appearing. You will see it. You will see 777. It will be everywhere. It is my signature. It is the sign of my complete perfection and spiritual rest over your household after these 3 years of intense pain and suffering. When you see these 3 signs manifest, you must rejoice. Your captivity is legally over. The enemy is trembling. He sees your awakening. He hates your power. He wants you blind. But tonight I am officially restoring your royal position because you have been chosen out of your entire bloodline to be the one who finally screams no more to poverty and shame. The old negative identity is gone forever. You are a chain breaker. Walk in confidence. I isolated your life. I shut the noise. I closed the doors. I had to pull you away from the chaotic world because your spiritual ears needed to be retuned to the quiet frequency of my sovereign voice. You were pleasing blind people. They could not see your worth. You are my living temple. Your isolation was my sanctuary. The pain was a seed. The tears were collected. The sighs were recorded. And as the fire of refinement reaches its maximum intensity tonight, you will finally see the golden identity of your royal heritage emerging from the ashes. Bring your messy pieces to my altar. I do not require perfection. I only want your surrendered heart. Give me your full attention. The boundary is collapsing. The new home is ready. And when you step into the next phase of this message, you must prepare your soul for the most dramatic shift because the legal walls of your past are about to shatter completely. The enemy is planning a sudden distraction. Do not turn away now. Let us look at history. Look at the ancient text. You are not the first chosen child to be thrown into a deep, dark hole. Think about Joseph. He was his father's most beloved son. He had a beautiful coat of many colors. He had a magnificent dream given by my own spirit. But his own brothers hated his bright calling. They betrayed him bitterly. They threw him into a dry, empty pit. And as he sat in that dark hole weeping, he felt completely abandoned. Joseph cried out for help. He listened for my voice. But there was only silence in that barren desert. His brothers sold him as a slave to traveling merchants. They took his beautiful coat away. He was carried away into a strange foreign land in chains. He worked hard in Potiphar's house. He followed my laws with a pure heart. But he was falsely accused by a wicked woman. They threw him into a deeper prison. He spent years in that cold, dark dungeon. He wondered if his childhood dreams were just a cruel lie. He felt the exact same heavy weight that is pressing against your chest tonight. You are living out the exact same spiritual paradigm. The pit was not his destruction. The prison was not his final graveyard. And while he sat in the dark, my sovereign hand was quietly arranging the economy of Egypt. Every single boundary of his suffering was carefully calculated. I had to isolate Joseph from his family because I wanted to kill his reliance on earthly comfort. He had to learn how to govern a prison before he could rule a massive empire. The dark hole was a strategic security decree. It kept him safe from the bloody wars of his homeland. It refined his vulnerable character into pure gold. Your current deadlock is his exact prison. You look at your empty hands with shame, but you must understand the deep reality of this quiet transition. The physical laws of the spiritual realm are completely immutable. A major shift is unfolding. The pharaoh of your situation is about to have a troubling dream, and nobody in the blind world will be able to interpret it except your refined spirit. You will be summoned from the dark dungeon. The king will see your wisdom. They will take off your heavy clothes of poverty. They will put a royal ring on your finger. The people who cast you out will soon travel a long distance. They will bow before your table because you will hold the keys to their survival. Your ancestral bloodline will be saved through your pain. You are the chain breaker. This is why my voice seemed totally silent. I was not ignoring your midnight cries in the bathroom. I was busy expanding the internal capacity of your vessel. I had to prune the toxic people from your life because they would steal your Egyptian harvest. The isolation was a hidden construction. You had to learn how to rely completely on my presence before I could entrust you with global wealth. Look at the grand pattern. The pit leads directly to the prison. The prison leads directly to the palace. There is no shortcut to the throne room of the king. You want the crown without the heavy weight of the cross. But the cross is the exact legal vehicle that shatters the power of the enemy. Your suffering was a holy investment. The tears were recorded. The harvest is guaranteed. Let us pause for a critical moment. If your spirit recognizes my voice, you must protect this portal. Press the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell right now. Do this as a physical sign that you open your living temple. You are not just interacting with a modern algorithm. You are legally marking your digital borders for heaven. Do not let the enemy steal this moment. The atmosphere over your household is shifting fast. You are the crown prince in exile. You are the princess who forgot her royal inheritance because the dust of the wilderness blinded your eyes. But tonight I am wiping away the grime. I am lifting your head up. Square your shoulders. Walk out of the dark cave of self-pity because your palace is waiting for you tomorrow. You are asking me about the 3 physical signs. You want to know when the 777 will finally appear. The first sign is already moving toward your house. The angels have already planted your name in the mind of that resource provider. The sudden phone call is being prepared right now while you listen to this prophecy. The warm peace is entering your chest. Do you feel the relief? The tight chest is beginning to loosen up. The brain fog is melting away like morning fog under the sun. You are realizing that your life was never left to random chance. The malicious traps of hell have failed completely because my eternal decree is backing your journey. You are an heir of a kingdom that cannot be shaken by earthly storms. Your stability is legally secured tonight. But I must issue a sharp warning to your spirit. The moment you opened this video, something massive shifted in the spiritual realm. He is furious. The enemy knows that his captivity is breaking. He is preparing a sudden attack of heavy distraction right now to make you turn away. He will make your phone ring. He will throw a petty argument in your path to pollute your frequency. He wants you to compromise your focus. He wants you to lose the prophetic blueprint before the morning sun rises. But you must remain sober and vigilant. Do not let his noise dilute the fresh oil I am pouring into your cells. The covenant has been signed by the tears of your surrender. The boundary between lack and overflow is completely collapsing. The spiritual battle is raging right now in your quiet room. You can feel the intense atmosphere changing. The spiritual temperature is shifting fast. The heavy air is thick with anticipation. And while you are standing there listening to these words, my mighty angels are drawing their swords of blazing fire to defend your lineage. The enemy has been stealing your precious financial seeds for far too long. He is a defeated thief. He is a liar. He cannot stop my decree. I expose the wicked spirit of delay tonight. This demonic spirit has whispered lies in your ears for years. He told you that you were never ready. He told you to wait for a better day. But because you believed his clever lies, you watched your greatest opportunities slide away into the hands of people who do not even know my name. The delay was never my will. It is an illegal spiritual blockade. I am tearing it down right now. I declare war against the heavy forces of poverty. Sickness must bow before my name. Poverty must break under my feet. Every generational chain that has bound your family bloodline is catching holy fire at this very second. You are my chosen chain breaker. You are the royal warrior of this hour. And tonight, I am releasing my sovereign lightning to shatter the massive iron locks that have kept your home in dark stagnation for decades. The prison doors are breaking. Let the spiritual realm record this eternal decree. Every single stolen resource must be returned. The enemy must pay you back sevenfold. He must return your absolute peace. He must return your vibrant health. And he must pour back every single dollar that he leaked from your bank account during your darkest nights of silent weeping. The court of heaven is now in session. The supreme judge has spoken your name. The verdict is complete victory. Your intense struggle ends tonight. The heavy spirit of fear is leaving your living temple. Lift your tired hands up high. Feel the warm fire of my presence. The thick wall of ice is melting away like cheap wax before the hot flame, and a great shout of absolute victory is rising from your soul because the legal ground of the devil is destroyed. You are completely free. Walk out of your prison. The light is shining on you. Why do you still doubt my sacred word? I am the Lord of hosts. I am the King of glory. My sovereign word never returns empty. And just as I commanded the dry bones to live in the deep valley of death, I am commanding your frozen finances to rise up and overflow right now. Do not negotiate with your fear. The battle is already won. Stand up and claim your inheritance. The enemy has lost his hold on your family. He cannot touch your future home. The royal blueprint is sealed. The angels of breakthrough are marching toward your exact address right now. They are carrying the golden keys of your inheritance, and they will not stop until they have placed the physical evidence of my favor directly into your waiting hands. Believe my strong voice. I do not make mistakes. Your restoration is happening now. Listen to the loud thunder of my power. The earth is shaking under my feet. The heavy mountains are melting like wax, the dark principalities are trembling, and all the demonic forces that have hovered over your neighborhood are fleeing in 7 different directions because the light of my glory is shining brightly through your eyes. You carry the holy mark of the Lamb. You are heavily guarded. No weapon formed against you can prosper. Stop running from your glorious calling. Stop hiding in the dark cave of self-pity. The dry wilderness has finished its work. The refinement of your vessel is complete. And now, I am commanding you to step forward with a fierce awareness that the one who governs the massive universe is actively leading your feet into a season of rapid expansion. Your boundary is collapsing. The new home is ready. You must step through the gate. I break the heavy curse of lack today. I break the spirit of debt. Your name is written in gold. The storehouses of heaven are opening wide, and my sovereign grace is pouring out a superabundant blessing that your house will not have enough physical room to contain before the morning sun rises tomorrow. The dry season is officially dead. The warm rain is falling now. Taste the sweetness of my favor. This is your moment of breakthrough. Your spiritual eyes are opening wide. You see the truth clearly. The enemy is defeated under your feet, and every single barrier that was erected to block your progress is turning into a stepping stone that will carry you straight into your royal palace tomorrow morning. Stand firm in my strength. Walk in your royal power. The King has decreed your victory. I command the spirit of heaviness to go. The chains around your feet are shattered. The lock on your mind is broken. You can breathe freely again. And as you open your mouth to praise my holy name, the remaining strongholds of hell are collapsing into the dust of defeat before your eyes. The victory is yours. You are the chosen steward. Your home belongs to me. Let the peace of heaven fill your soul. The dark storm has finally passed. The clouds are parting. A new day is dawning now. And because you stayed faithful during the long nights of quiet testing, I am rewarding your obedience with a crown of beauty that the world can never steal. Rest in my solid protection. The transition is complete. Step into your inheritance today. Heavenly Father, I come to you in this quiet moment. My soul is completely open before your presence. I lay down my heavy armor right now. I am tired of fighting with my own weak human strength. And as I step into this sacred river of your love, I ask you to melt away all the stubborn pride and self-sufficiency that have kept my heart isolated from your grace. I confess my deep weariness. My mind is constantly racing with heavy thoughts. I have tried to control every single outcome in my life. I was so afraid of falling behind on this difficult earth. But tonight I admit that my hands are empty, and my human wisdom has failed to bring me the true peace I desperately crave. I surrender my anxious heart to your care. I lay down the heavy bills and the unpaid debts before your altar. My shoulders are tight, my breathing is shallow, and I ask you to wash my tired body with the pure living water of your spirit so that I can finally breathe the clean air of your complete protection tonight. I am tired of wearing this forced maturity mask. I have pretended to be strong for too many people. They only drained my energy. They walked away when I was empty. But in your presence, I do not have to perform or look successful to a blind world because your gentle eyes see my raw reality and love me just the way I am. Please forgive me for doubting your promise. Forgive my silent grumbling. I believe the dark lies of the enemy. He whispered that your silence was an act of complete abandonment. But tonight, I recognize that your silent hand was actually keeping me safe from toxic traps that would destroy my fragile destiny in the future. I wash my soul in your sacred river. Let the cold water melt the thick ice of resentment and bitterness. The walls grew around my heart after those painful betrayals. I choose to forgive them now. I choose to forgive everyone who stabbed my back and counted me dead because I know that your sovereign justice will prepare a magnificent table for me in plain sight. Cleanse my mind from the heavy mental fog. I silence the chaotic noise of the modern world right now. My thoughts are becoming quiet. My racing heart is slowing down. And as the gentle stream of your presence washes over my weary cells, I can feel a deep warmth replacing the cold fear that suffocated my chest for years. I surrender my worries about tomorrow. I lay down my fear of financial ruin. You are my shepherd, I shall not want. And because you are the sovereign ruler of this entire universe, I trust that you are already arranging the physical resources I need to step into my beautiful new home tomorrow. I break the legal hold of poverty. I command the spirit of lack to leave my household immediately. The blood of the Lamb has paid for my complete freedom. The debt was settled on the cross. And tonight I legally claim my royal inheritance as a beloved child of the Most High King who governs all wealth. My ancestral bloodline is officially cleansed. I pull down every single generational curse of scarcity. The bitter tears must stop now. The fire of your Holy Spirit is burning away those ancient chains. And I step forward as the unique chain breaker of my family because you have chosen me out of my entire lineage to represent your light. I open my living temple to your touch. Fill my empty vessel with fresh heavenly oil. I do not want to hold on to my old painful identity. The exhausted survivor is dead. I am ready to receive the crown of beauty and the royal authority that you prepared for my destiny before the foundations of the world were laid. Thank you for your unshakable protection. I rest under the shadow of your mighty wings. The dark storm of my life has finally lost its terrifying power. The heavy clouds are parting now. And as I drift into a deep and peaceful sleep tonight, I know that your angels are actively guarding my borders against the silent arrows of the enemy. I receive your supernatural healing. My body is relaxed, my soul is quiet, the heavy pressure has completely vanished. And I declare that my life is no longer a chaotic series of accidental events because your perfect timing is leading my feet straight into a glorious season of superabundant expansion. Lord, I consecrate my future to your will. I give you the absolute control over my plans. I will not move unless your spirit leads the way. My hope is anchored in you, and I thank you for the beautiful new home and the massive breakthrough that are waiting to manifest in my physical reality when the morning sun rises tomorrow. I choose to step into the abundance of your kingdom. I reject the heavy mindset of a slave. You have prepared an overflow for my household. I receive it with absolute joy. And as I lift my hands in sweet adoration, I can feel the pure river of your eternal grace transforming my life from glory to glory. I seal this deliverance prayer with my amen. Let the spiritual realm record my absolute submission. The old foundations have broken, the new construction is complete, and I stand firm on the solid rock of your promise, knowing that my season of lack has ended forever and my royal inheritance is secure. The spiritual atmosphere over your house is completely different now. The heavy dark clouds have moved away. You can feel the quiet peace filling your room. And as you prepare to step back into your daily routine tomorrow, you must understand that the enemy is waiting to steal the fresh oil you just received tonight. You cannot leave your temple unguarded. You must protect this sacred border. Let us establish a sanctuary dedication right now. You must commit your living temple to daily quietness. Do not let the frantic chatter of the world pollute your hearing anymore. And when you open your eyes every morning, you must promise to give your first thoughts to the Creator because your mind is the holy ground where the blueprints are delivered. You are His private garden. You are highly valued. Your new home tomorrow is not just a physical structure. It is a spiritual fortress of complete protection. The old boundaries of your life have broken down today. And as you step out of the dark cave of your past, you must realize that you are now the guardian of a covenant that cannot be shaken by earthly storms. You carry the royal authority. You are the king of your household. Do not treat this transition lightly. The digital screen before your eyes is a thin veil. The algorithm is simply a tool of the physical world. But my sovereign spirit has captured your attention for a glorious purpose because I am calling my chosen children to band together under the shadow of my wings. You must mark your territory tonight. The spiritual realm is watching your actions. Keep your focus. You must lock this legal border now. Press the subscribe button immediately. This is not for a modern social media channel. This is a physical sign of your active alignment. And when you press that button, you are legally declaring to the spiritual court that your household belongs to the light, and the enemy has no legal right to touch your resources. Seal your holy border before you sleep. Do it tonight. Turn on the notification bell right now. This bell is the alert system for your sleeping spirit. The enemy waits for the quiet hours to throw his dark distractions. And when the fresh messages are delivered to your screen, the sound of the bell will act as a permanent reminder that you must stay sober and vigilant in your living temple. Do not let the noise of the world put you to sleep. Guard your ears. Now let us place the ultimate seal on your inheritance. The covenant must be confirmed by your own fingers. I command you to type 777 in the comments below. Do not hesitate. This specific number is the sacred sign of my complete perfection. It is the signature of my absolute rest over your household after these 3 painful years of intense spiritual testing. You must claim your peace now. Own your victory. Leave those numbers as a physical contract. When those words leave your fingers, they are recorded in the books of heaven. The devil cannot steal what has been legally sealed by the blood of the covenant. And while you type those numbers, you are actively shutting the mouth of the roaring lion who wanted to make your financial bank account leak like water. The theft is officially stopped. You are free. If you turn your heart away now and scroll back into the chaotic world, you leave your fragile vessel completely unguarded. You will return to the same heavy spirit. The old anxiety will sit on your chest tomorrow morning. But you stayed here at my altar tonight. The thick atmosphere over your household has completely shifted into a frequency of pure abundance. You must protect this oil. Keep it safe. Let us declare your complete freedom. You are no longer the exhausted survivor of your past. You are the crowned prince of my promise. And as you lay down tonight, a sweet fragrance of warm peace will fill your room because my mighty angels have set up a wall around your borders. Your stability is permanently secured. The storm has passed completely. Go to sleep in absolute rest. Do not worry about the unpaid bills or the toxic people who stabbed your back. I am dawning a brand new day of superabundant expansion over your life tomorrow. And the very people who laughed at your silent tears will soon have to watch the table. I prepare for you because your name is written in the royal books of heaven. The old season of lack is dead. You are entering your rest. You carry royal blood in your spiritual veins. You walk with my mighty power behind every single step. Do not look back at the dark, dry wilderness. And when you wake up to the morning light tomorrow, you will feel a fresh energy pulsing through your living temple, because I have completely restored your physical strength during the quiet night. Your calling is active. Walk in confidence. Your digital covenant is officially sealed. Do not doubt the words of this prophecy. The physical manifestation of your new home is starting right now in the spiritual court. And as the morning sun rises tomorrow, your eyes will see the 3 physical signs, because my sovereign word never returns empty. Walk forward in active victory. I am with you always. Amen.